Are you craving a trip on Space Mountain? Well, we've got the next best thing. Welcome to Disney Coast to Coast.
Hey folks, and welcome to Disney Coast to Coast, the ultimate unofficial Disney fan podcast. I'm Jeff DePauli, and welcome to the House of Mouse headlines for the week of May 3rd, 2020, brought to you by laughingplace.com, your up-to-date resource for the latest Disney news every day of the week. In this week's news, some more fun coming to ABC, a Star Wars Day present for fans, the latest Disney live-action remake, and more, so let's get to it.
Hear the latest news from the Walt Disney Company in today's House of Mouse headlines.
Although it's still unclear what Disney Parks operations will look like when they do reopen, one thing's for certain. You'll be seeing a lot more guests wearing masks. And now there's a strong chance that those masks will also have some Disney theming. This week, Shop Disney unveiled a line of face masks for adults and children featuring Disney, Pixar, Marvel, and Star Wars-inspired designs. What's more, the company announced that it will be donating 1 million masks and up to $1 million to MedShare. Shop Disney expects the mask to begin shipping in June, and pre-sales have proven popular, so don't be surprised if your preferred design is temporarily out of stock. With thousands of non-essential Disney workers currently being furloughed, a kind-hearted Walt Disney World cast member is doing what she can to help her fellow employees. Wanting to share extra groceries with those in need, Emily Lardagway's idea soon turned into a full-fledged pantry where cast members can come in quote-unquote shop a variety of shelf-stable items to take home to their families. Those wanting to visit the pantry will need to make shopping reservations via email, and their Disney employment and location will be verified before they're allowed to shop. More information, including how you can help, can be found on the Pantry's Facebook page, facebook.com/castmemberpantry. This week, the Disney ambassadors from Disneyland and Walt Disney World have shared a video highlighting the magic cast members are making while the parks are closed. In the premiere episode of what it seems like will be a weekly series, Disneyland ambassadors Justin and Rafa, as well as Walt Disney World ambassadors Marilyn and Steven, shared a video message from Jane Goodall thanking cast members for their conservation efforts as an Earth Day surprise. Plus, Ashley Eckstein highlighted her first cast member photo as a performer in the Hercules parade when she was 16. Keep an eye out for future installments of Cast Life on the Disney Parks YouTube channel. Some sad news this week as we learned that Jerry Bishop, the original voice of the Disney Channel, has passed away at the age of 84. His comforting voice could be heard on all channel announcements and promotions since it began in 1983 for the network's first 15 years. Additionally, Bishop did voiceover work for nationwide ad campaigns including Burger King, and spent 24 years as the announcer of the syndicated courtroom show Judge Judy. Our hearts go out to his family and friends during this difficult time. His voice definitely brings back waves of nostalgia for me. Gather the family for even more enchanting musical entertainment as ABC has announced that it will be debuting the Disney Family Sing-Along Volume 2 this Mother's Day. This follow-up to the surprise hit special will once again feature host Ryan Seacrest and several star-studded performances including Billy Eichner, Josh Gad, Donald Glover, Idina Menzel, Ben Platt, Shakira, and more. While the show will air at 7 p.m. on May 10th, it will also arrive on Disney Plus a few days later, just in case you miss it. On that note, you can watch the first edition of the Disney Family Sing-Along on Disney Plus right now. Sticking with ABC News, the network has announced that a trio of their comedies will have prom-themed season finales. The Goldbergs, Schooled, and American Housewife will feature prom night storylines set to air on Wednesday, May 13th. For those of you missing out on your proms during this unprecedented year, ABC's social accounts will also be sharing prom-tastic at-home celebration tips, including a perfect party planning checklist, prom court printables, recipes, and much more. So now you can throw your own prom while social distancing. The fun begins May 13th at 8 p.m. on ABC. Not only will many members of the class of 2020 not have the chance to enjoy prom, but they'll also miss out on a key milestone, graduation. That's why Facebook will be hosting a Graduation 2020 live stream featuring a commencement speech from Disney legend Oprah Winfrey, among appearances from Miley Cyrus and others. The event will start at 11 a.m. Eastern on May 15th. Meanwhile, on May 16th, all 4 major networks, including ABC, will air a special titled Graduate Together, America Honors the High School Class of 2020. That commercial-free pomp and circumstance will kick off at 8 p.m. and feature the likes of LeBron James. Congratulations to all of this year's graduates, and here's to a great, big, beautiful future ahead. If for some reason you're not a Disney Plus subscriber and haven't yet had the chance to experience The World According to Jeff Goldblum, you may be in luck. 2 episodes of the Disney Plus original series will make their broadcast debut on National Geographic on May 11th. Nat Geo staff have picked their 2 favorite episodes, Sneakers and Pools — Pools was fantastic — to offer their viewers a glimpse into the 12 episodes currently streaming. Both episodes will air back-to-back starting at 9 p.m. Eastern. By the way, a second season of The World According to Jeff Goldblum is currently in production, or at least was before everything happened, so we can look forward to that in the coming months. For those Disney Plus users worried about cellular or Wi-Fi data caps, the streaming service now has a solution. With the latest update to the app, users can now restrict the amount of data used by adjusting the quality of their stream. For example, 1 hour of high-definition streaming uses approximately 2 gigabytes of data, while streaming in standard definition will only use 0.6 gigabytes. To change the streaming quality, first make sure your app is up to date, then click on your user icon in the bottom right corner of the app, select App Settings, followed by Wi-Fi data usage, and change from automatic to save data. Hope that helps. Well, you may have guessed it, but now it's official. The Rise of Skywalker is making an early debut on Disney Plus just in time for Star Wars Day. Although the film, which was released this past December, wouldn't arrive on streaming until July under normal circumstances, the disturbance in the Force has led to the shortened window. What's more, this means that all 9 installments of the Skywalker saga will be available for viewing on May the 4th. And don't forget that the new docuseries Disney Gallery, The Mandalorian, will also debut on that day. Hey Netflix, it looks like Disney has the high ground now. Just when you thought that Disney's release date shuffling would take a break, there are a few other changes to discuss involving the Marvel Cinematic Universe. First, stepping outside of Disney for a moment, Sony announced that the 3rd Tom Holland Spider-Man film would move from July 16, 2021 to November 5, 2021. To accommodate the web-slinger, Disney will move Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness from November 2021 to March 25, 2022. As a small consolation, Thor: Love and Thunder will also move up a week from February 18, 2022 to February 11th. Speaking of Marvel, Avengers: Infinity War and Endgame directors the Russo brothers are reportedly set to produce something you might not expect: a live-action remake of Disney's Hercules. Plus, the Marvel tie-ins don't stop there, as the script is apparently being written by Dave Callaham, who wrote the MCU's upcoming Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, and is also working on the sequel to Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. It is not yet known if the live-action adaptation will be a musical or not, nor do we have any casting announcements just yet. But between this news and the word that the stage musical is set to make a comeback, bless my soul, Herc is on a roll. And finally this week, if you love the songs from Hercules, The Little Mermaid, and countless other Disney classics, then you'll definitely want to check out Disney legend Alan Menken's new website. Once you arrive at alanmenken.com, you'll be greeted by a phenomenal montage of the songwriter's numerous works. From there, you can select from your favorites to view more highlights and even some bonus material. Trust me, you could get lost in this site for hours. Plus, Rick Moranis from his Little Shop of Horrors days is featured on the homepage. I highly, highly, highly recommend checking out this website. That's going to do it for the news this week, so let's get to this week's Twitter poll, where I asked you folks, if wearing a mask to enter the Disney parks is a requirement when they reopen, will you visit the parks or wait for the mask mandate to be lifted? Your options were, I'll be there on day 1, I will go, or I will wait. In last place was I'll be there day 1 with only 19% of the votes, followed by I will go with 40% of the votes, and the winner is I will wait with 41% of the votes. Now technically the first 2 options combined equals 59% of the votes, so the majority of you say you would go whether it's day 1 or not, but technically the winner of the poll is I will wait, as the other 2 options split the votes. Do you agree with these results? Cast your vote in the Twitter poll every week by following Dizney CTC on Twitter. That's DIZNEY CTC. Now, folks, if you haven't listened to this past Wednesday's episode yet, be sure to check it out, as I had a conversation with a Disneyland parade performer all about the brand new Magic Happens parade at Disneyland. And as soon as this episode ends, head on over to patreon.com/DisneyCTC if you haven't done so already, to help ensure future episodes of Disney Coast to Coast, as well as check out all the bonuses available to you. That's patreon.com/DIZNEYCTC. Other than that, folks, have a magical day. Bye!
Thanks for listening to Disney Coast to Coast. Have a magical day.
Disney Coast to Coast is produced and hosted by Jeff DePauli. Learn more about the podcast and become a supporter at DisneyCoastToCoast.com.